Hello, I'm
Yeah.
Collins.
That is that's sexy right there.
Yeah, it's sweet music.
Hello, ladies.
Cats movie.
All right. What was that?
Nothing?
Okay.
I was just thinking about the Cats movie.
All right, welcome back to WildCast Podcast Episode 2.
Hi.
Hi.
All right, I'm Cameron.
I'm Doug.
I'm Collins.
Who are you, Collins?
I am the podcast producer.
Oh,
Here.
so the master has come.
Yes, the master has come.
Come to get mad at us. Crap. Shoot. All right, Collins. So we started this. I'm just going to keep running with it because we did it last time, and it just fascinates me.
Yeah.
But do you have any nightmares or night terrors from when you were a kid that just would not let you go?
I didn't have really recurring dreams as a kid or night terrors, really. There's one dream that is probably the most vivid dream that I've had that I still remember every single detail to this day. And
Story time.
I don't know how old I was when I had it, but it was one of those dreams where you're dreaming and you're a teenager and like, oh, I'm all grown up now. I'm dreaming and I'm a teenager. And all my friends were teenagers as well in the dream.
Okay.
And I think we were on some sort of forest field trip or something. And it was a scary forest.
Ooh.
And
Those are fun.
geez, now that I'm trying to say it, I'm having trouble remembering all the details. But
I swear I remember.
one of the big moments of it was we were sitting down at a bench. And everything was scary. We knew everything was scary moving through the forest. And this one girl that I knew as a kid, picked up a jellyfish off the ground and ate it and then died.
Oh, what?
Yeah, that'd probably do it.
Yeah, and I don't know, it was out of context. It was that kind of forest where you'd find a jellyfish on the ground. It was neon glowing, and that was freaky. And I've just remembered frames of that dream ever since.
Just bits and pieces of it.
Yeah, I don't know what it means.
Yeah,
or why it happened. That girl, we were great friends in elementary school, and then I don't know what happened, but one year it flipped and she just became an absolute jerk.
She ate a jellyfish.
Yeah, it was when Smash Mouth was already out, but when that song was popular with us, and the whole calling someone a loser with doing the
Oh yeah,
L shape on the forehead, and I was getting that every day from her on the bus, and I was like, please don't, I don't like that.
That's when you just say, yeah, keep doing that. See how well your fingers stand once I break them.
And that's why it took me so long to appreciate that song.
Kids, don't break fingers. Unless you make a pinky promise with someone and you break your pinky promise, then they get to break your pinky.
I made a kid who did that to me break his nose.
Really?
On the bus. Yeah.
What?
There's this thing my dad taught it to me.
He broke his own nose?
He broke his own nose. My dad taught this to me, where you get someone to hold their hands together in a double fist. Uh-huh. And you say I bet I can hold both your arms down with two fingers. Yeah. And so you're pulling them down with two fingers, and they're pulling up, then you let go and they smack themselves in the face, and he broke his nose.
He didn't break his own nose. You broke his nose.
I broke his nose.
We're thinking that he grabbed his nose and just
my dad did it to me, but I didn't hurt myself when he did it to me because I just bonked myself in the chin, and I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. I'll try this to some kid on the bus, and he broke his nose.
Crunch.
And it was bleeding, and
so yours was like a haunted forest, because we went over mine last time, and Cameron doesn't have any because his imagination.
He doesn't have any dreams.
He doesn't dream.
No. I dream during the day, so I don't dream at night.
Oh.
Don't hit your pop filter.
You know what? Bring it on. I'll fight in the podcast room.
I'll hit the table. I'll smack the table.
What? Just smack it?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds even worse than the pop filter
Smack
does.
the table?
Like a war drum?
Yeah, it's really bad. See? Stop!
War drum.
Oh, now it's echoing.
Now it's echoey. Ugh.
This podcast is not my responsibility. So
It's not mine either. It's Cameron's project.
Oh, yeah,
I'm just here.
Well,
wipe my hands of this. So I remembered something when we were setting up, and you said that your microphone was pink.
yeah.
It got my brain going back to 3rd grade. Me and this kid, we were best friends, and we, instead of saying pink, it was pink.
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 because we were like, what, third grade's what, 8? No, 9.
Something like that. 9?
9. Yeah, I was
Wow.
9. So we would just be sitting there, Pink. Like, this kid was the funniest kid ever. He had a Napoleon Dynamite pen, and every time you clicked it, it would say a different phrase from the movie.
Oh my.
And what he would do is we'd wait until the teacher walked past, and he'd get it set, so the next time he clicked it, it would go, Tina, you fat lard.
Oh, yeah.
And so the teacher walks past, he clicks it, shove it in his desk, and you just hear this, Tina, you fat lard, go get your dinner.
Oh my god.
And we both put our heads down, and we're just dying, just laughing our butts off. And the teacher's looking around trying to figure out who did it and stuff. And all the other kids in the class are looking at us just like, why are you laughing? And we thought it was the funniest thing in the world. But we had another game that we came up with. We weren't allowed to play it during school.
Okay.
Because it was very violent. It was called BAM.
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 BAM. That was the name of it. And literally the point of the game was to... Are either of you football fans?
No.
Okay.
Not one bit.
So in football, it used to be a thing where you could, if someone's running, looking one way, you could come in from the other direction as long as you still hit them in the chest and just knock the crap out of them.
Okay.
It's called like ear hole, decleating, stuff like that.
That sounds fun.
It's so much fun when you hit somebody like that. It feels so good. It sucks when you get hit like that though.
I bet.
Yeah, it's not fun. You get hit, next thing you know, you're on
Sounds like
your
football
butt.
in a nutshell to me.
I mean, I enjoyed it. But BAM was essentially that, minus the ball.
Oh, so they're looking another way and just full on tackle them?
No, you wouldn't tackle them. You would just hit them.
Oh, what?
Yeah, you just like put your shoulder in the middle of their chest or something, and then watch them go flying. But for it to be legal, for it to be a legal hit, you had to say the word BAM as you hit them.
Oh.
So we would run up to each other, and I was always bigger than everybody else. So
Right.
they'd hit me and just bounce off. I'm like, you guys are not good at this game. And then I get going full head of steam and hit somebody. And what it would be is like you hit them, and then you go, BAM! It was awesome.
That sounds familiar now.
And then the teachers like saw us doing it through a window or something and got mad at us.
Oh, yeah.
But we're thinking, it's before school starts. You have no jurisdiction over us. We can do whatever we want now. And they're like, you guys can't play that. You guys can't play BAM and stuff. We're like, all right, fine. So the next day we keep playing it. We called it Boom instead.
Oh, my heck.
And the teachers are like, you guys can't play BAM. And we're like, we're not playing BAM. We're playing Boom. Come on, get with the picture.
It's a very third grade thing.
Yeah.
I think at that point we were in 4th or 5th grade. We had to have been in 5th grade because where we lined up to go into the school before class, it was on the soccer field. Whereas if, like 4th grade, we were in the front of the school and it was like all asphalt and concrete.
But you lined up before you went to class?
They wouldn't let us in the building until the bell rang.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. You have to remember, I'm from that era of when schools were like, you're not allowed in the building unless it's snowing outside, but if it is, you have to go straight to the cafeteria and sing Christmas songs.
What?
Yeah. It sucked. Like, I refused to go inside the building because I was not going to sing Christmas songs. I hate Christmas music.
That's fair, yeah.
I hate it with a passion because it's the same 12 songs.
Just all sung
You
more
need to
poorly
find
than the last.
more songs. They're out there.
But they're not good.
I mean.
It's the same thing with Fire Emblem games.
Oh yeah. I
I'm not
remember
a
that.
I'm not a fan.
I am a big fan of Christmas music.
Oh, yeah?
Depends
Okay.
on excluding Doris Day.
Okay.
Anything from Doris Day, I absolutely despise. Nothing against her as a person because
She's a terrible human being.
Is she still alive?
I have no idea.
I have no idea if she's still alive.
I don't even
She
know
was
who it
she was a
is.
big star in the 40s and 50s.
Okay.
My mom has a lot
What
of-
does she sing?
I'm sorry, she was a star in the 40s and 50s, and you're expecting her to still be alive?
Hey, dude, you never know.
You never
Okay?
know. I don't want to bash a dead or alive person without
She'll get
knowing
you.
which one they are. Yeah.
She'll get you.
I mean, yeah, there's still people around that area.
All the
who are
Christmas
still
music aficionados will come after
Yeah,
you.
she did a lot of Christmas music that I don't really have a taste for.
When do you start listening to Christmas music? Like when is your day of okay? It's now okay to listen to Christmas music.
when I feel like it.
Okay. When's the earliest you've done?
Is that like January or?
I mean, yeah, like
New Year's Eve?
yeah, there would be like there's this one Christmas song that I was listening to like a few months ago when I found it. So yeah, like during the summer and stuff. It's like if it's a good song, it's a good song.
Yeah, if it's a
That's
good
fair,
song, it's a
yeah.
good song. But I mean,
Yeah.
like I think it's FM 100.
No.
They freaking. I wouldn't be surprised if by the end of the week they started playing Christmas music.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Is that radio station where they do like that contest to see when they turn it on?
Probably.
Oh, okay.
It's the one that on Sundays all the religious music.
Oh, I don't listen to radio on
Soft Sunday.
Sundays.
Soft Sunday
I
sounds.
don't listen to radio.
If
I'm
I listen to radio,
Yeah,
it's
sports. I'm the podcast guy, not the radio guy. They're in a different building.
Yeah, true. Their setup's a little bit nicer than this.
Yeah.
Well, I would
I
assume.
mean,
so.
you don't have to say that.
I think I just see it from the window though.
Yeah.
Theirs is very much like, hey, look at us.
Yeah.
Where we're just like we're in a little closet doing our
Yeah.
thing, you know. It's great.
We have fun here.
We do. We have a
Yeah.
good time. I mean, we filmed a Let's Play last week. We're gonna do a Let's Watch this week. So
Right.
Stay
which
tuned.
I can't go to, which sucks.
yeah, that's a freaking bummer.
Yeah.
So we already have like 5 people in the room.
There's gonna be one day where I'll have to get work off, so I can
Yeah.
come with that.
But I'm gonna cry myself to sleep that night probably.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
I'm so scared. I'm so scared of
It's
that.
gonna be a good time.
We're playing Evil Within.
Yeah.
For those of you who are listening, are like, what are you talking about? It's a horror video game, and I don't do well with horror. Like I really don't.
It's a good one. You're gonna like it. I mean,
Do you watch horror films?
No, I
No,
don't.
none?
Like I listen to horror podcasts, and that's about it. I don't like jump scares.
Right.
Creepy is good. Like if it's creepy or like a thriller or the ambiance is like, ooh, this is really creepy. I love it. But as soon as something pops out at me with the intent of scaring me, I just freak out. I hate it. I'm getting a phone call from. I'm gonna read this phone number off.
Okay, do it.
Okay, +1 1-801 792 4781. $5. I'm not gonna answer it. But $5 says that's a robot saying,
yeah.
"Hey."
There's been a
listen
lot
to
of
it."
801 numbers recently that have been robots.
Yeah.
They've been plucking them all up.
It's so annoying. I
don't
hate
know
robocalls.
if a bunch of them have been retired or if there's a new 3-digit time zone.
I don't think so.
But there's been an awful lot. There's been an influx of 801
It sucks.
robocalls
I
recently.
hate robocalls.
Yeah.
Hate them.
And like the thing is, because they'll spoof numbers, so you block the number, but the same company can spoof off a different number.
Well,
Right.
they'll
Still
do
get
they'll do 801 and then the first 3 numbers,
Right.
and then they'll just like that one that it was like 8841 or whatever. The next one I'll get a call from 8842, 8843, and so on. And it's just like, stop.
I remember. We're all around the same age when
Well,
they required because there used to be a time when I was a kid where you could just type in the number without the
yeah.
801
Oh,
or
yeah.
without the first 3 digits. And I remember when they made that change, I was so mad.
Yep.
Because like I have to type in 3 more numbers
Yep.
now to
Yeah.
call somebody.
I remember calling my best friend at the time to hang out. He lived down the street.
And it was just
like 5th grade.
7 digits.
And I typed in his
10.
phone number, just boom, 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 like all 7 of them. Go like this, and it's like your phone call cannot be completed as dial. I'm like,
Right.
why not?
You had to do in the extra
You know,
3 numbers.
I didn't know that. I did it again. I was like, what the heck? And I asked my mom, I'm like, what's going on? She goes, oh, you need to put 801 in front. I'm like, why? She just goes, oh, you just do. I'm like, stupid. That's stupid, Mom. That's stupid. So funny as a kid, just like the amount of times that you say, well, that's dumb.
Yeah.
Or, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot that was dumb.
There still
Arguably.
is.
Did you ever have parents that like told you weren't supposed to say that?
That like
No.
that like dumb was a bad word?
Yeah.
Yeah, yep. My parents
Yeah.
were
My parents weren't.
stupid was a bad word. The big one though for my family was suck.
Oh yeah, suck.
Really?
Like
Suck
I
and
was,
stupid.
I
Those are
was
the 2 big
not
ones.
allowed
Yeah.
to say that sucks.
I don't know if I wasn't allowed to say it or just didn't. I remember bored was something that you weren't supposed to say because if you were saying that you're bored, then you're doing something wrong.
Oh.
It was like make your own fun, go outside, play
Mine
a game, do something.
mine was always, Mom, I'm bored. Well, I got a list of chores you can do. I'm like, I don't
Oh, yeah.
want to do chores.
That's what my parents did, yeah.
It's like, no, it doesn't count. That's
not gonna make me not bored. That's just gonna
make me angry.
Yeah.
But no, I vividly remember my mom being like, "You can't say suck. You can't watch The Simpsons." There's a lot of stuff like, but it was never like, if you do this, you're grounded. It was just more of a, I'm disappointed in you, which to me was even worse than being grounded.
Right, yeah.
I'm just like, oh, my mom's mad at me now. Oh, shoot. But everyone's probably like, oh, that's cute. I'm like, yeah, well, I was a baby when I was a kid. I still am a baby. Goo goo gaga.
Exactly. Just a big baby.
So what's new in your guys' life?
Oh my.
Whiplash.
Yeah, you got in a car accident.
I got in a car accident in Denver.
How did that happen?
We were at a stoplight and heard a big boom. I thought it was thunder because it was raining and hailing and stuff that day. And then felt a big boom.
Man, that lightning was really close.
We heard one and then we felt one. And I don't know. It was I already had a migraine that night. Everything was hazy. I don't know how many cars were involved, but someone.
That's called a concussion.
I hope not. That would be sucky.
Dude,
something in my
concussions
throat.
suck.
Yeah. Someone hit someone, us. We were either like the second or third car in the line. Someone had swerved to not get hit, clipped our mirror.
Dang, dude.
The force had mostly been absorbed by the time we were hit, so we just tapped the bumper in front of us.
Still.
But yeah.
It sucks for the person who caused the accident, like who hit the car.
Mm-hmm.
That freaking
So yeah,
bites,
I've got a pretty bad case of whiplash, and my shoulder blades are in a rough spot.
Yikes. No, that reminds me of when I was playing football in high school. Our trainer, they call him the trainer, but essentially the doctor,
right?
That runs out on the field when someone breaks something. Bless her heart, my first 2 seasons, they're like my sophomore, junior year. It was like you go in and you say, "Hey, my knee hurts," or ankle or elbow or whatever, and you'd walk out and you'd have to go through a concussion protocol, which means like you can't have a headache or symptoms of a concussion for 2 weeks before you can play again. That was the running joke.
Oh, okay.
It was like if you were hurting anywhere but your head, you were gonna get you had a concussion, so you couldn't play. So no one told her their injuries.
What?
Yeah. No, you didn't want to talk to her because it was always you need to sit out for X amount of time.
Right.
And we didn't have the athletes, like our team wasn't good enough
so
to
you would just not say
anybody. Yeah, so we just wouldn't say
bad.
anything.
Yeah.
That's bad.
My senior year of wrestling, I was wrestling a kid from Weber High, actually, and he snapped my head down. I brought my head right back up, and his mouth was open.
Oh.
So I caught his tooth with the back of my head.
Shit.
Blood all over me, all over him, the mat, just everywhere. It was crazy. And what was kind of funny, though, is it was a new athletic trainer, and she was talking to me before the match. We were just kind of shooting the breeze a little bit, and she's like, yeah, so like, what do I need to do? I'm like, no one really gets hurt at these things. You just kind of hang out, basically. And then I bust my head open, and she's like sitting there reading a book. But yeah, so
I think that's probably her fault for listening to a high school kid.
Yeah, for listening to an 18-year-old who,
yeah,
is just an idiot. But I think what happened was I ended up, I think, getting a concussion from that.
Oh,
from a tooth.
Well, from like bringing my head up and getting hit in the back of the head like hard.
Yeah.
It dazed me, and then I had a headache for like 3 weeks after. But I didn't.
It's not fun.
I didn't say anything because, if I said something like, "Hey, I have a headache," or blah 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 blah, then I couldn't wrestle for 2 weeks. So I ended up not saying anything, just dealing with it, which, I mean, it wasn't terrible. It was just a mild headache, I mean, I have headaches all the time. I have one right now. But then my senior season actually ended the week before state because I got a concussion.
Oh, man.
That sucked.
That does suck.
Because I had to go 2 weeks without symptoms, and I mean, my head hurt so bad. I went the next day. I woke up with a headache. I was like, "Well, season's over," So I went to the local pizza place and got a large pizza and a 2-liter root beer. at lunch and just like walked around the school eating it. And people were like, Doug, what are you doing? I'm like, it's my comfort food. Leave me alone. I don't get to wrestle anymore. My life is over. I don't know what to do with my existence any longer. That light just turned off.
Yeah, light turned off.
It's haunted.
Ooh.
I mean, it is.
This room's not.
This room's not.
This campus is, though.
The
Campus
room
is-
next to it is haunted.
I would not be surprised if the studio was haunted. I just dropped a roll of tape.
Oh,
Yeah, you
okay. I was wondering what that sound was.
Cameron's like, what the crap?
Now there really is a ghost.
But I just made a lot of noise. Did you hear that?
What?
That
No.
pop?
Oh yeah.
That was my ankle.
Shoot.
Holy crap.
Oh yeah, let's not start popping stuff on mic.
Start popping knuckles and stuff. Just
Oh,
The
no,
popping
got my-
podcast.
Got my elbows, my shoulders,
Oh,
my knees.
popping like joints and stuff though, it feels so good.
It feels
Yeah.
good. It makes me feel so old though. I feel like I'm too young to have my knees pop when I stand
Okay.
up.
Okay, real quick. How old are you two?
21.
21,
23.
23. I'm 25, okay?
Right.
But I feel like I'm 80. Like I make noise getting out of a chair.
Right.
I like get up, I'm like, oh, okay. And then I sit down, I'm like, oh, it feels good to sit down. Like I'm such an old fart. I'm an old fart in the wind, guys.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Have you ever like tried not making noise when you do that?
Well, back when I was wrestling in high school and stuff, I weighed 50 pounds less, so it was a lot easier for me not to make noise.
Uh huh.
That makes sense.
I mean, I weigh 225 on a 5'7" frame.
Uh,
No matter how you slice that, that's bad. Even if it was muscle, it'd still not be great.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's not muscle, believe me. People call me tons of fun, all right? Except no one does call me tons of fun except myself.
I thought someone else did once. Was that you?
That was probably me.
Oh, okay.
My ex and I had a running joke about calling me tons of fun.
Oh yeah.
Where I'd I'd go up behind her and give her a hug, and then I'd go, tons of fun, use surprise attack. It was super effective. And stuff like that, but it was about it.
Yeah. How did that turn out?
Not great. Considering
Was it what did she not appreciate the Pokemon joke?
Oh no, she loved that. She thought they were hilarious.
That's good.
There was a lot of other shenanigans I won't get into.
Okay.
That happened.
That's a
but-
different podcast.
Yeah. Loving stuff.
The Why We're All Lonely
Why
podcast.
we're all lonely. That one's recorded on Wednesdays.
Well, I think if you guys look around the room, pretty good indication as to why we're all lonely is because we're doing stuff like this rather than
yeah.
going out and meeting people.
That's true.
we're shoved in a room with microphones.
We're
in front of our
gonna
faces.
meet people through this.
I hope so. I hope that this somehow picks up steam, and it's something that studio can just do constantly and bring in extra revenue for studio.
Oh, yeah.
How cool would that be?
That would be cool.
Something that
Yeah.
that me and Cameron you start, all of a sudden ends up bringing in revenue for the studio to do cool things.
Right, yeah.
That'd be so cool.
That's the thing with podcasts, especially. They're tricky to get revenue out of, unless you can upload them to YouTube and try to get revenue out of that.
Yeah.
Getting a sponsor for a podcast is
I feel like all you need to do is just put an email address up there,
true. Yeah.
and they can email. So we're gonna put your email address on this podcast.
Oh,
and
shit.
Does the studio have an email address?
I think. Oh
Yeah,
yes,
they have
yes,
an
they do. I
email,
have the
yeah.
access to it.
Okay.
I have the stuff. I'll have
That'd
to talk to
probably be a
Hope
better
about
idea.
using it. And also, if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, shameless plug here. I very rarely use Instagram, but it's at Shoefoot, and I'm gonna spell that because it's very difficult to spell.
We'll just put it on the video.
I'm gonna spell it anyway.
Okay, spell it.
SCHUFOOT.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Not like a shoe. Like you wear on
No,
your foot.
no, I should have
I
done it
did.
that way.
I'm not gonna say what organization it was, just so I don't slander them. But I was at an orientation today for a thing, and as part of the thing, they made us take one of our shoes off and put it on the stage.
Was it
And
like an
then-
icebreaker?
What?
Yeah, and it was dumb. And then we had to
So-
go up, pick out someone else's shoe, and then find your Cinderella with quotation marks on. And I hated it.
You don't do
Yeah,
that.
that's terrible. What?
Well,
I don't remember a single person's name that I met doing that. The whole room probably stunk because everyone had a shoe off.
Yeah.
There were
Right,
sandals
yeah.
up there, which means there were people walking around in bare feet on a college campus.
And you're
Yeah, that's
grabbing
gross.
that. Like,
You're touching it.
Yeah, I'm
physically.
like,
Please-
I was like, ooh, I could grab a sandal because then it would be easy. I just look for who's not wearing socks, and like, but then I'm
You're touching a bare foot.
I'm touching where foot has been.
yeah.
Please tell me you
That's-
washed your hands.
Let's
He
say
forgot
yes.
to wash his hands.
I didn't pick up a sandal though. I picked up a boot.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. That's much better.
and-
Unless you picked up the bottom.
But yeah,
Yeah.
and then the orientation happened, and then the keynote speaker had not shown up yet.
Oh my heck.
So I left and came here.
Nice.
Hey, come on, Weber State. Freaking get it together. My goodness.
It wasn't Weber State. It was
Something else.
It was something else.
Oh, okay.
No
They-
slandering.
Just
At
kidding.
Weber State.
It was being hosted by Weber State.
Yes.
Okay. Just kidding, Weber State. I love you.
Weber State's great.
Weber State. Weber State. Great, great, great. There we go. I've
We're going to have to censor that.
I know some
Yeah,
people
I
say that way too much.
I don't. Thank goodness.
No, I didn't even know it was the thing until
it's
I met a person who said it all the time.
The Weber State thing?
Yeah.
Oh, so freshman orientation, they have you do it. I went to that because I just wanted to get out of
I
work
must
for a day.
have blocked that out of my memory.
I just want to get out of work for a day, so
It's
I went
so-
to the orientation.
I don't know.
Stupid.
It might be. I might have been a different kind of freshman since I had already gone to a university for 2 years before I came in here.
Oh,
Well,
But
did
I was-
you go
I
to
was-
orientation for that one?
Yeah.
where'd you
Okay.
go?
UVU. But that's
Okay.
that's a non sequitur. But like
Yeah,
some
that's
some
not-
of the freshmen who are like freshmen that go here,
Like
Yeah.
true freshman.
I'll see them walking down campus and they're wearing first year experience shirts.
Oh, no.
And I'm thinking, do you want to? I mean, not get made fun of because this isn't high school, but for people to make fun of things
Yeah,
about you.
Well, it's
Yeah.
like
Because you're just wearing a shirt that says, I'm new here.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
so it's
Right.
like
I threw out mine.
I would've
They
got-
gave
yeah.
they gave me a hat and I tossed it.
it, for
I
me.
didn't even get any.
Yeah, I
I
got.
didn't got nothing.
No,
Yeah, I got a hat.
I got one. I think I don't know what
I
happened.
got one from UVU. I don't know if I got one from here.
Okay.
But I mean,
Well-
well, if they didn't give it to you, that means you went out and bought a shirt that says I'm a freshman.
No, I didn't have one. I never had one.
not you, just
Oh,
the,
okay.
those people.
the theoretical you. Which
So-
Yeah,
is,
that's worse though. Yeah.
That reminds me.
Buying
Are you,
one.
now remind me? You're LDS, right? You went on a
Yes,
mission.
I did.
Okay, and you're not.
Yes.
If I say MTC, do you know what that means?
No.
Missionary Training Center.
'Kay.
Okay. So in the LDS Church, or sorry, Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, need to be proper about that. They get angry. They recently said we need to
it's like a rebranding.
Yeah, the rebranding to be the full name of the
Because
church.
the acronym is
Just Latter-day Saint.
yeah, which is like the name of the member, not the name of the church.
Yeah, that's neither here nor there for this story, though.
Yeah.
But so when you go, you say, I want to go on a mission. They send you to a place called the MTC, or the Missionary Training Center, where they teach you how to talk to people about Jesus.
Yep.
Which is really what it boils down
Yeah,
to.
how to live with
Right.
another
Another
dude.
person. Yeah. And how to live with
how to do your
people.
own laundry if people need to know that, or
Yeah.
like basics on learning whatever language you need to for where you're going.
Yeah. Luckily, I was doing English, so I was there
Same.
for 12 days,
Yeah.
and 12 days was 11 days too long for me.
Yeah, it felt like
man.
it felt
It
like
was
forever.
miserable. So
I mean, I'm sure some people need it, but
a lot of people actually really like it. I
didn't.
No, I was ready to go. But when you get there, they give you a name tag that says Elder whatever. Like for me, it was Elder Schulte. You know, just there's my name.
Elder Blakely.
And they give you that, and then they give you an orange. Mine was orange.
Oh,
They
the orange
give you a
stickers.
sticker.
Yes, that.
This sticker says, "I just got here."
Oh.
And I remember walking around the MTC, and everyone who had been there for longer than me would say, "Hey, welcome to the MTC." And
Every single time.
And I could
Yeah.
not. At first, it was awesome. You know, at first
and
I was like,
and
"Great,"
if you took
know?
yours off, your teacher for whatever block you went to, I don't remember.
They got mad?
They would tell you to put it back on.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I
'cause
never.
you
I
need to have
Wow,
one.
didn't get in trouble for that.
Yeah, I think it's unnecessary hazing. I don't
It
know
is.
who's
No, it
in charge of
absolutely
that.
is. But what me and a bunch of people.
Yeah, and you're only there for 12 days.
Yeah, who
Yet the
cares?
people who are on day 8 feel like they know everything.
Yeah,
compared to,
it's weird.
that's 2 weeks.
yeah. That's,
It's really a bizarre.
Not 2 weeks. That's
thing.
14 days. That's less than.
It's less
well,
than
you're
2
over the
weeks.
weekend, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just a little bit over a week.
It was crazy, but what we ended up doing, we pulled a prank on somebody in our group, like the last person to show up. So the front of your name tag has your name and everything on it.
Yeah.
The back is completely blank.
Okay.
So we actually pulled off our orange stickers and put them on the back
Right.
and turned our name tags around so it was all blank.
And it just had the orange.
And just had the orange sticker. And then the person comes in and theirs is all like has the etching on it and everything. And we look at it and we go, dude, where do you go to get your name tag etched? What the heck? How come why is mine blank? You know? And they're like,
That's
it
funny.
came this way. And I'm like, mine didn't. You know?
It has an orange dot.
It was so funny. But yeah, I mean, I've got oodles of stories from the MTC, but that's for another podcast. Mission stories
that
they're
could be a whole
mess.
podcast.
That
That
could be
probably
a whole
already is a
I'm
podcast.
sure it is.
Yeah.
But you just need to be careful with
Nobody
it.
listens to it.
Or you get the people who are going on a mission who listen to it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean,
While
'cause
they're at the
No,
place.
you can't. So when you get there, you don't have a phone. You don't have any contact with the outside world. Basically.
Oh, so they take it away already.
Yeah.
And you give it to your parents, but yeah.
Right.
No, I'm grateful for going.
It was so, like not
weird.
having a phone. It was shocking how chill I was about it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, like
at first, it
like
was
people
weird.
like, oh, you're separated from your phone. It's gonna feel weird, but then it's like it just, I don't know, it just didn't.
I'm sure it's worse now than it was.
Possibly,
because like
and the rules regarding that have changed a lot now.
Yeah,
like
so it used to be when we went, you could only
email once a week.
Email once a week, yeah. That was the only contact you had with your family.
And
now
then
you can
FaceTime. You could
and
FaceTime on
FaceTime.
Christmas and Mother's Day as well.
So the rule book said Christmas and another day.
And it was
But
Mother's
it
Day for my
usually
mission.
Yeah, that's what we did too.
Yeah.
And
But now they can.
it's once a week.
Yeah, you can FaceTime once a week.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can call home whenever you want, basically. I mean,
Which
when you instead of emailing, you call home.
I feel like is less of a, like changing the rules based on what people need, and more of just a technological improvement, like. Because before the technology for a long time wouldn't allow that to happen. Like, how do you FaceTime? And like it would be you'd have to use.
But we had phones.
True, but like
But I
I
guess
think it's
long-distance costs
it's
and
easier
stuff.
it's easier now to FaceTime from an iPhone
Yeah.
than
Right.
it was back when I was doing it. The easiest way to do it was
Skype.
Skyping on a laptop, which
sucks.
you
Yeah,
have to
it
find
sucks.
someone
Is
who had a
there
laptop.
someone
for.
coming in here?
better not be.
The lights
We
on.
have the light on.
I heard the.
The light is on.
Oh my gosh, it's
It's
Keefer.
Keefer. Oh no.
Oh no.
I think he's gonna want to come say hi.
Well, he can come in if he wants.
I don't know.
man.
I don't know what he's doing. Want to go check?
Yeah, I'm gonna go check.
Okay.
Keefer. So
But yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
The way stuff is going. Kiefer's gonna. Oh, Cody's getting him set up. We're having a
surprise guest
appearance.
appearance.
Yeah, this is
by
great.
Keefer, is it?
Kefeffer?
Kefeffer?
If you'd like to say my name backwards, you can say Rafik. It's
Rafik. Ooh.
Sounds kind of weird. It's like a,
I like
the
that.
AC
That's juicy.
Did the AC just get turned on?
No, you could probably hear me.
Lord!
Good gosh, Cody, turn
So-
it down.
I'm sorry. Good grief, you guys.
There. Oh, that hurt. Man.
It's been my dream to have someone in the booth yelling at me
Ser-
while I'm recording a podcast.
Collins, you're fired.
Yeah, like
All right, so we're gonna ask Keefer the same question I asked you.
oh,
So once you get set up,
check.
let's bring him up a little bit there, Cody. Man, we just got a full production crew in here now.
Yeah.
It's great. Go ahead, Keefer. See if you're working.
Oh, hello.
Hey, there he is.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
You can't?
No, I can hear.
Oh, I was gonna say. I
My
was like,
name
oh,
is Keefer.
Sweet man. So, welcome, Keefer. Nice of you to join us.
You're welcome.
The
What?
the question that the question that started the show last week, and that is kind of the running question of just anyone new who shows up is: do you have any night terrors or nightmares from when you were a kid?
You know, my very first nightmare that I had that I can still remember is I was sleeping at my grandma's house, which may have added a little extra stress to my life just because I wasn't sleeping in my own bed or something. But I remember that night I had a dream that we were outside of a church or some type of office building. It looked like a Mormon church in the dream.
No.
churches are spooky.
They're creepy.
And I was looking at one of the windows of the church, and I like saw something move in like the blinds or something. And I ran over there just to like look at what it was, and then a giant praying mantis broke through the building.
It was the praying mantis church.
It was a giant praying mantis broke through the building, and I was fighting this praying mantis, and then like halfway through this like battle with this praying mantis, I woke up, and it sounds kind of like a cool fight dream, but I was
Yeah.
terrified.
No, I'd be crapping.
No, as a kid especially.
Yeah.
Was this a human-sized praying mantis, like a really big one,
No,
right?
this was like elephant or bigger.
Oh, so it was
Oh,
like
yeah,
it was like a
okay.
Power Rangers monster size.
Yeah, it was
okay.
big, like a big old praying
Dude, you need to
mantis
get
in
your
my dream.
Megazord out. That's what you need is the
Yeah.
freaking Megazord. So yeah, where'd you come from? What were you doing before this?
So me and Cody went over to the International Student Center, and we're basically setting up interviews with some international students. We're making a video for those guys over there.
Okay.
That's awesome.
We should let Cody say hi. Please don't blow out my ears this time, because that really hurt.
Does this sound better?
Yes.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Let me get closer.
No.
That
A little
sounds
bit
good.
farther.
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
All right, that's Cody, guys. He just kind of showed up and said, "I'm gonna stand outside."
He's,
All
gonna,
right.
be, he's gonna be our control man.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
better looking inside than looking outside in than inside out.
Dude, when we got in here, it was like 67 degrees when we started recording.
Oh, yeah?
It was nice.
I think you told me about that.
Yeah,
Now all these bodies in here.
yeah, it's gonna
Just
get hot real
breathing and
quick.
sweating.
It's gonna get real hot real quick. See, we were talking about just like missions for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. God, that is gonna take some serious getting used to for me to say that now.
Why
Yeah,
don't you just
it
say
is-
LDS though? Like,
Because that's the name of. It's. How did they?
It's a short. I think LDS is usually fine.
It's
If
because the
talking-
church keeps changing their mind, bro. It's LDS.org.
No,
Are they
not-
gonna change
it's not
it?
anymore.
that has
Yeah,
changed.
yeah.
It
So they
changed.
just changed it. They just changed it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Church
They just
of
changed
Jesus
their mind.
Christ.org.
Yeah.
Come
You
on.
can say Church of Jesus Christ if you want. LDS is an acronym. I don't think. Well, personally, like as a member, I don't get offended no
Yeah,
matter what
I
you
don't
call
care
it. You
either
can say
way.
Mormon, I don't care. But like it's
Mormon.
general like guideline. Yeah, like if you're talking to someone who doesn't know what it is, if you say LDS, you can have
It's-
no
yeah, they're
idea
gonna
what
be
you're
confused.
talking about.
They're gonna think like, you mean LSD?
Yeah, it's a sort of like using an
doing drugs?
assuming someone
You
knows
need
what an
God.
acronym is
Yeah.
is sort of frowned upon.
Right.
Or I guess assuming someone knows what you're talking about. Period.
Yeah, it's just a mess. Are there any movies coming out that you guys want to see? I want to see the Joker movie.
yeah, that looks good.
I've heard it is
I
really
heard,
good.
yeah, I heard it got like a standing ovation.
Yeah, for
At
like
one of
3
its
hours or
screenings,
something
yeah.
like that.
Dang.
It won an award that has a dumb name, but
All the awards for
Is it
movies
the
have dumb
Oscars?
names.
no, yeah. Who's Oscar? No, it was one of those independent film festivals where they give out an award that's like the bathtub or like.
Oh, BAFTA? It
No,
wasn't the BAFTA
no,
awards because
not
those
the
are
BAFTA.
for crappy movies.
That was unintentional.
Wait.
This-
BAFTA?
The strawberry.
Um,
award or
think of
something
it
like
as
that.
the British version of the Oscars.
Oh, I thought BAFTA meant for like it meant that a movie sucked.
No,
Yeah.
that's a Razzie.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. Which I went to Raspberry next, but like you know the sort of independent film
Yeah.
festival where they make up
Yeah.
an award and give it to someone.
Yeah. It Chapter 2 looks really good, but I haven't seen the first one yet.
Same, I haven't seen
I
it.
I
want
heard it
to.
was less than significant.
Yeah, I've heard
Yeah.
that it wasn't exactly the same
It just-
quality wise as the first
It
movie.
looks cool. Did you ever see Ready Player One?
Yes, I did.
Did you guys ever see that?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Really?
No, it was just one
I love-
huge long like
Nostalgia trip.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
all it
much.
was.
That
No,
is-
And it's like,
absolutely.
where's the plot? Where's the good?
Oh, I freaking love that.
That is
movie.
what I signed up for, so in that sense I
Yeah.
enjoyed it.
Yeah. Well, and I think what I like too is I consider myself a gamer.
Yeah.
Gamers Rise Up.
So so I got a lot of the references.
Right.
You know, like you saw the squad of Master Chief fighting
Right.
and stuff.
I think
the
that's
Ninja
part- that's
Turtles,
part
the
of the fun.
Battletoads. That the nostalgia of it. I really like the nostalgia
Yeah,
of it.
like I will acknowledge that the plot is mostly not there, but
No, it's not. But did you ever see it, Keefer?
What movie?
Ready Player One.
No.
But what got me thinking about it was there's the
Keefer
scene.
doesn't see movies.
Yeah, it's
You don't watch
it's
movies?
honestly a struggle in my life because
He watches
I'm
anime
a digital
instead.
media guy and I like production, but I don't spend my money on going to the movies like ever. And I don't spend money on Redbox, and like if it's on Netflix, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
And if it's on Prime Video, I'm gonna watch it. And if it's
Well,
on Hulu, I'm gonna watch it. But
we had
other
to
than
watch Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone for my
That's a
goodness, that was a
trip.
hiccup.
Ooh.
And
I'm sorry.
we had to watch the first Harry Potter movie for my screenwriting class, and I hadn't seen that movie in probably 5 years.
Yeah.
That movie sucks.
that, really,
Like
Whoa.
It does.
I did not
really
like
does.
that movie at all, and I
I
think
remember it being awesome.
well, and I remember it being good too. But I think my problem with it though is like, I'm the kind of person when I watch something, it's very much okay. What are the rules?
Right.
There are no.
That's a
hard,
very J.K. Rowling thing.
Yeah, and we talked about it in class. And I kind of got torn apart for it.
Yeah.
For this hot take of there are no rules in Harry Potter, except for you articulate it and you swish and flick your wand.
Well, not even then, because
because
in later movies you can
Yeah.
you can cast without saying anything,
Yeah.
without even using a wand or saying anything.
And I will say in the from the 5th, 6th, and 7th movie, and this is just the movies. The books are a completely separate monster. I'd like to do an episode where we talk about them because I don't think they're that good either. The guy, I listened to him all the time as a kid.
Right, yeah.
So
I grew up with those.
The dude's voice put me to sleep, and it was awesome. Jim Dale, shout out to you, my homie. Helped me sleep as a child. But the in the 5th, 6th, and 7th movies, it was really cool. The magic, like the wizard duels, looked awesome because they looked like sword fights.
Right.
And it was really cool. It was really epic. But the whole rules of like how taxing is magic on your body, nobody knows.
Yeah.
I don't even think J.K. Rowling knows that.
And
Well,
think,
they do this stuff where it's like, oh, the death spell and the torture spell are so bad.
But the
it's
fact
like,
that-
there's no real reason why,
But
other than
the
like,
but the Aurors, the magical police in
They use 'em all the
Fantastic
time.
Beasts use them.
yeah.
yeah.
That threw me off really bad. And the second Fantastic Beasts movie was good until the last 5 minutes, where you find out that, what's his name? He played the Flash in Justice League. I really like him as an actor, but you find out
Ezra Miller.
yes, you find out that he is a Dumbledore.
A Dumbledore?
Mm-hmm. He's related to Albus.
Oh,
Yeah.
I went clones immediately there.
No,
I don't
no,
know. I've been.
No, he's a brother.
He is
That's
Dumbledore,
a different
just-
show. I was like,
But I saw that and was just like, really? Like
I haven't seen it.
This is where J.K. Rowling wants to put this now.
lost
it
steam.
seemed like a soap opera.
She's making a lot of weird decisions now.
She's also making a crap ton of money.
Well, that's probably the reason why. Yeah, just-
Exactly.
She's worth more than the Queen of England, isn't she?
So, what do you think of? Obviously, nowadays the world is crazy,
yes.
especially when it comes to
Harry Potter.
like the way you identify sexually and
Oh,
things of
man.
such. And
We're getting into
and
this.
you get J.K. Rowling goes. Well, what if Harry Potter was gay, or just things you?
Oh,
I keep hearing
Dumbledore's
her
gay.
saying
like that
Dumbledore's
kind
gay.
of-
Dumbledore's
Yeah.
gay, or
Yeah.
like all sorts of stuff. Like if you know Overwatch, Overwatch came out and said that Soldier 76 is actually gay.
Tracer.
And,
Tracer's.
well, Tracer was always gay from the
Was
beginning.
she? Oh,
but
okay.
they waited like 12 seasons to
Oh,
say that
yeah,
Soldier was gay. It's
yeah.
like, why
Right.
is this all changing all of a sudden?
It's.
Why does it
I mean,
matter, you
this.
know?
it really
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
It
that
really doesn't
much.
matter, but
Yeah.
like the
No.
fact that they're changing it makes it feel less genuine than coming
Yes.
out from the beginning saying
Yeah,
that.
starting
like
and having
if
that.
if coming out later and saying, hey, it turns out Dumbledore was gay the whole time. Why is there no indication in the books? Like, well, it doesn't matter. Then why are you bringing it up now if it doesn't matter?
Yeah.
It
My
seems less genuine.
Yeah,
My
and
id-
even in Fantastic Beasts, where they had an opportunity to explore that with him and Grindelwald,
they did a little bit,
they did a little bit.
not to the degree they
I
should
don't know.
have.
Yeah, it didn't
but-
feel like a
Like, I'm not
romantic
offended
kinda
if they
thing at
just
all.
say it.
No, I don't care.
I'm
my-
not offended.
My big
period.
thing was when when I was in high school though.
Tell us about your big thing.
I know. Hey now.
Whoa, what?
Heyo.
You're a rock star.
No, there were a lot of people in high school who, or at least a lot of girls, and I'm trying to do this very carefully so I don't get yelled at, even though I'm probably going to get yelled at anyway. I swear that they would come out just to get attention.
Right.
And I feel like, especially in media, like J.K. Rowling, the sales started, dipping a little bit on the last Harry Potter book, and she said, "Guess what? Dumbledore is gay." And
It was that
they
long
shot
ago.
back up. It was the 7th book that she said Dumbledore was gay.
But I
It
mean,
was after everything was done,
you can
and then she said it.
just look at like what you just said. Like you felt like certain people were doing certain things for attention.
Mm-hmm.
That's what if
And
they want.
that's
If
what
they
they're
need
doing,
attention,
yeah,
if they need
that's what they're doing
attention,
to get
man,
attention, then.
bro, I got plenty of attention at home as a child, so I don't feel any need to like.
Well, I'm not saying
show
attention
out.
at home. I'm saying
Yeah,
attention
yeah.
at school, to be different
Right.
from everybody else, to break from the mold.
Right.
I don't know why I did like 8 quotes there, but I did.
Well,
No one
there is
can
that
see that,
whole
so-
like mental construct in school that there is a mold.
Yeah.
When in reality there isn't, and I I don't know.
Man,
Kids are the worst.
High school's a weird time.
It is a weird time.
Well, college is a weird time too, if you really think about it.
Yeah, but college, you don't really have those cliques.
No,
Yeah.
college you can do whatever
Yeah.
you want, and no one cares.
And you feel this stress in high school to know exactly who you are
That's
in the moment.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then you go to college and everyone's like, you're not even supposed to know who you are yet.
You're still figuring yourself out.
They just forget to tell you that in high school. Man, this podcast took like a heavy turn.
'Cause there's a lot of that. Like you have to know what career you're gonna take. We'll take some tests to know what career is best for you. You need to know what college you're gonna go to. You need to know everything about your personality.
I actually, so when I started Weber State, we talked about this last time. I started as a human resources major,
Right.
in business, and literally the only reason I started there is I was coming home from my mission, and you have an exit interview with your mission president, who's essentially just your boss, and I asked him like, what do you think I'd be good at? Like, what should I do? I have no idea what I'm doing. And the last thing I want to do is waste time and money in college because everything comes out of pocket for me.
Yeah.
At least it did. Now I'm extremely lucky. But he said human resources. So like, okay, cool. Went for that. Did that for 3 years.
You just accepted that? That's why you went into your major?
Yeah, pretty much.
What the heck?
Yeah, I started out as an art major, and when I was at UVU, I was an animation major because I had an idea if that's what I wanted to do as a kid, and then everyone around me is like, okay, that's what you're gonna do.
Yeah,
and if I had said something, I want to do something else, they probably would have agreed with me. Especially my parents would have agreed with me.
Yeah.
But my mind was like, oh, I have to know what I'm gonna do that. And I hated it at UVU when I was an art major. All the art classes I was taking, I
artsy,
hated.
fartsy people.
And I went from that to acting, and then
You had to hang out with theater kids?
it was a bad semester for me.
That's like worse than art.
Then
though.
I landed in communications.
That's the low light of your life is that semester.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think everyone has a different path of getting to what they're doing. Because I was actually taking a business class. It was an entrepreneurship class. Wanted to start a YouTube channel. Talked to my professor, and he asked me what I was interested in. I'm like, well, I've always been fascinated with how movies are made. And he goes, well, I think Weber State has a program. And I go, oh, really? And he goes, yeah, and points me in this direction. That's how I ended up here. That was like a year and a half ago. But my brother talks about how. One second, we're trying to get stuff figured out.
I told Cody to turn me all the way down so I can move this filter because I don't like it where it is.
Just turn him off.
Just
No, not my headphones.
We'll be
my
right
mic.
back. And we're back, everybody. Nice pee break there.
I don't remember what we were talking about.
We were talking about just like how we all kind of got to where we are
Oh, right.
with our classes and degrees and everything.
Let's go around and say everyone's ages, starting with college.
already-
We already did that.
I'm
you missed
21.
that.
Okay, yeah. Because we talked about how I'm an old fart in the wind. I'm the oldest one in the
Sorry,
room.
guys. I
And
missed
I'm the
that
second
part.
oldest, and that feels weird.
Yeah. It happens when you go on a mission, though. Your life literally gets put on hold for 2 years.
Yeah, it does.
And I don't want this to be like an LDS versus the world podcast. It's just,
No.
that's what we're talking about.
Well, my best friend here in Utah is like 27.
Oh, yeah.
He's a senior in college right now.
Uh-huh.
And he
Yeah, is this the
obviously
kid you told me about on Sunday?
my friend who's Mormon but loves beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Okay.
But yeah, he's like 27. He's basically like, I gotta start, like, cause you are an adult. You're 27,
no,
but you're still
Yeah.
in college.
Yeah.
And
It sucks.
it's just like you gotta like.
The weirdest thing to me, being in Utah, and I think if I was outside of Utah, I wouldn't have an issue with it.
Right.
Being 25 and being single.
Right.
It
Yeah.
feels like a big no-no in Utah.
It's a big
Yeah.
cultural.
It's a
thing.
cultural
is, yeah.
I'm
no-no,
going to say
yeah.
culture, not the church, but
Just
certain people that belong to it.
yes, they get married.
Well, I
may
mean,
or may
even
not be-
people outside of the church. Like, I have
Yeah.
a bunch of friends that are Mormon, and they're like getting married and stuff. And I'm like, what?
Right.
Yeah, I mean,
I had a friend in high school who wasn't allowed to date until she was 16, but she wasn't even a member.
really,
Yeah.
'Cause that's a big, that's a really big
Yeah, and I
thing in the
remember.
church for some reason.
I was gonna ask her out. And I was like,
She wasn't
and I was
allowed
like,
to
wait, like she's not 16. I'm like, wait, is she a member? No, she's not a member.
No,
Okay,
then what's
like,
the big
he's
deal?
like,
Yeah.
no, I can't.
It is weird when stuff like that happens, but I just the idea of
It's definitely a Utah
I have
thing.
a story.
yeah, story time from Keefer. Let's freaking do
time.
it.
So I was a freshman in high school, and I liked this girl. Her name was Brittany, and we
Name drop.
Brittany.
wanted to like date. We were gonna like date and stuff.
Brittany.
And she was like, the only way we can date, and her dad told her this. She's like,
no.
you just have to ask my dad if it's okay, and he'll say yes. Because like she said that he told her, if there's a man
What?
that's man enough to come ask me permission to date my daughter, then that's enough to like say, yeah, you guys can date.
And you were 14, 15 when this happened?
Must have been 14,
Dang.
and as a freshman.
What?
And we were at like the
That's bold.
we were at like the mall because we were on base at the time. So it was like basically it was like the base
Okay,
exchange where we were on base. We were at the mall, and her dad came to pick her up from the mall, and I follow her out to her car with her, and I ask him like through the window of the car,
Yeah.
because he didn't get out of the car,
Right.
and I'm like, I basically just ask him respectfully and all that stuff,
Uh-huh.
and he just like looks me in the face and is like, she's not allowed to date until she's 16, and then
Oh.
they left. And I was like,
Wow.
what the heck, man? You told me that he would say yes if I asked
Yeah.
him permission, and he
That's-
just shut me down.
Well,
Oh,
first
man.
of all, I
That's
feel
rough.
like that's freaking weird
Yeah.
to be like, if someone wants to date my daughter, like if I have a daughter and they want to date somebody, go for it, whatever. I will say my piece if I think he's a loser or weird or creepy or whatever, I will say my piece. But as long as nothing physically, no harm comes to my daughter,
Yeah.
good lord,
I'm sorry.
What is
that
that?
hurt. What was that? The pop filter hit the mic?
Yeah, it did.
Ow.
There goes my eardrums.
Seriously.
Dude, I even heard that. That sucked.
Oh, Cody, bring yourself down a little bit, dude. You're still super loud.
All right, I'll just turn this down a little bit.
There you
This
go.
podcast is
Sound
going
better?
to have so much editing.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
It'll get better as it goes along. The first
we'll,
two podcasts.
we'll get
always-
better at it. But
The first one was perfect. What are you talking about?
The first
I didn't have to
episode
do
of
anything.
mine
It's true.
will be perfect.
the whole date, asking just to date my daughter, to take her to dinner and a movie. I don't care. Keep your hands where they're supposed to be.
Yeah, because
And I would hope that I trust my daughter enough to just be to say no.
Yeah, because she
keep
is after
things
all
where
a
they should
person.
be. Yeah, she has her own choice and agency
Yeah.
and stuff. She can do whatever she wants. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
You know? That really hurt, dude.
if and when I have kids, I kind of feel bad saying this, but I definitely want a son. I would
Oh, yeah, I want a son,
prefer
too.
a son over a daughter. But then if I end up having a daughter, I'm gonna be like, dang it, you should have been a boy. that would be like a mean thing for a parent to do.
Absolutely.
But there's obviously parents out there that feel that way.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah.
But no, and back to the whole college thing, figuring out what you want to do. I just got done talking to my brother recently, and I asked him he just got a new job in South Salt Lake, I think. He's a sales rep for some
That's a
company
fun
thing.
area to live.
And he lives in Centerville. He just works in South Salt Lake,
Oh.
so he commutes. But
That's-
I asked him. I go, do you like your new job? And he goes, no, I hate it. And to me, it's well, then why do you do it?
Yeah.
And I know why he does. He does it because it supports his family.
Yeah.
It pays him very well. So he's like, well, I'll do this for 50 years, whatever, then retire and stuff. But for me, I'd rather just do something I love, which is
Right.
sitting around a table with
That
microphones
was-
in front of my face, talking with people.
That was something that, inadvertently going back to mission stories. But when I was in my last few weeks, I was just asking people that were cool that I knew, and asked them advice they had for going home. And one person, the only piece of good advice I really got was, don't be in such a hurry to graduate college because all you're going to do is get into the workplace for 40 years
Yeah.
a little earlier.
Well, and my buddy or
And
my
it's
cousin.
what's 2 years gonna matter
Yeah.
when you're gonna be working until you die, because let's face it, your generation is not gonna retire. And I
screwed.
was like, well,
Yeah.
thanks for that, but
My cousin, he graduated high school with his associate's degree because he did the New Ames type thing. And I remember helping him with something, and
That was nuts.
And I'm just like, dude, why would you do that? Why would you do that so you can get into the workforce? So he's like, because I can make money sooner. I'm like, not really. And now he
With
is.
what jobs?
Yeah, well, he is since like he dropped out of the U and now he's going to Utah Valley, I think, for like something. I'm not entirely sure what's going on in this kid's life, but it's definitely a mess.
Yeah.
Whereas,
Well, I knew someone who was going to veterinarian school or whatever.
yeah.
And so she got bored of it and decided to go to art school instead.
How do you get bored of veterinary school? I think that'd be
That's
kinda
what I was
cool.
when I was like,
How do you
what is
afford
wrong?
both?
That's another.
Yeah.
That's another good question. I mean,
Let
student
me-
loans are wonderful.
I'm
Let me
getting by
drop
on-
out of this highly paying career
Yeah, I mean,
path
Yeah.
and go to a fine arts degree.
well,
Which
Where you make no money.
Where you make
pretty
no
much.
money.
well,
yeah.
the thing with a fine arts degree, like an art degree, at least in my mind, is very much why are you getting a degree in this? Just go do it.
Exactly, yeah.
Like
Right.
a lot of if you do a great piece of art, I don't think anyone's gonna look at it and go, "Oh, well, they didn't get an art degree, so it's obviously not that good."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one's gonna look at a degree. Well,
Yeah.
even, regardless, no one really cares. But especially for art, no one's gonna say, "Well, this person didn't have an
Unless
art
you're
degree."
turning in your resume into like a business,
Yeah.
your
If
degree
you-
don't count
if-
for
Yeah,
squat.
don't
If
mean
you want, if
anything.
you want to go to art school, that's fine.
More power to
But
you.
More
That's,
power to you.
Just
That attitude that you were talking about is the attitude that Hitler had.
Which
And that's
one?
why he became Hitler.
Wait,
Which
what?
one?
Which
Right.
attitude?
If you didn't finish art school, then your art's just not good. Even if
oh,
it is good.
oh.
Right? Because he didn't get accepted into it.
Yeah.
But I mean, and that's a hypothetical attitude. That's not actually my
He
attitude.
could've- he didn't get into his art school or whatever, but he could have just gone and done art.
He was
Yeah, just do
Yeah.
it.
He was a hypothetical Hitler. Let's say.
It's like doing this kind of thing. If you want to start on YouTube or whatever,
Right.
you don't need a digital media degree to do it. You just do it.
No.
And I mean, odds are that there are some classes that help you do it better.
Right, yeah. Like I'm getting a degree because that's just the sort of path I'm on now. I don't necessarily need it to be successful in what I'm doing, but
Right.
it
I'm
doesn't
doing.
hurt.
I'm
Yeah.
doing
I
it.
mean, I don't
because
know.
I want to get a job.
In the booth, like I don't know half of what's going on over there, and I'm gonna need to know that.
You are. That's
Like,
why you're the
I'm gonna
podcast
I'm
guy.
gonna need to know that like next week.
Next week. Yikes.
Well, as long as you're recording into the Zoom, it's much simpler.
Yeah.
That black
Yeah.
magic
That's
and stuff
that's something I
Well,
learned.
it's all busted,
that's something I
isn't it?
learned today because that looked daunting. But when we were setting up, it's like, no, I just press record.
No way.
Yeah,
Simplicity.
Sometimes you just gotta get your hands dirty, You just get in there and
exactly.
start
Or like-
pressing
And
stuff.
it ends up
Just start
easier.
pressing
It
buttons.
ends up easier than
That's
you
how
think.
I learned.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's what I did. I went about it and said, I wonder what this button does. Does it either unmutes an audio channel or it blows up half the world? So
Yeah,
Or
the world being
the
our
new
ears.
surround system in the studio and that like space gray Mac,
Uh-huh.
that big like
Oh, like,
audio like
next
that,
to
that
that
tower of all
cabinet.
those audio boards.
Yeah.
It looks scary, but you just
It's like-
flip a couple switches and press one button and
It's
like
like-
everything's functioning.
Yeah,
perfectly.
it's all.
That's cool.
Well, it's like I hate, and this is something that when I get my own place, and I get like the stuff for it, I'm never gonna set it up this way. At my house, we have everything like the Blu-ray player, the Roku, everything is piped in through the surround sound system, and then into the TV. But you have to turn on the TV with one remote, turn on the surround sound with another remote, and then use a different, like the Blu-ray player or the Apple TV or the Roku remote or whatever, like different remotes for the thing. I'm just gonna
Oh,
get
jeez.
all in one. Like
Yeah.
I hate having multiple remotes.
Right.
Because then you're the only one that has to do it. Someone else is like, oh yeah,
No,
let's turn on the TV. And, you're like, okay,
and
here's
my
all the
mom,
remotes.
my mom will come downstairs and ask me like, "Hey, how do I get this turned on?" And I'm sitting there like, "I'm doing homework right now. Like I'm busy. I don't have time to sit and like monkey with this." You know,
I watch everything through my Xbox. Everything.
That's what I used to
I
do.
have-
You can do that.
I have Prime
Yeah.
Video, Netflix, Hulu, HBO.
Yeah.
My TV runs through my Xbox.
Oh, does
Everything
it?
goes through my Xbox.
See,
yeah.
I have an Apple TV.
Yeah, I would get an Apple TV in addition to that, but nothing else is really necessary.
Well, the only reason I have the Apple TV is there's two reasons. One, it was $5 at a yard sale,
Oh,
so my parents picked it up and I
mine
bought it
was
from them.
Not $5.
But the other reason is I have my Xbox, PS4, Switch, laptop, everything set up on my desk with that monitor setup that I showed you, and then I have my TV off to the side with the Apple TV hooked up.
Nice.
So it's so I can still watch things on my big TV.
Yeah.
But that big TV really isn't that good of a TV. But anyway, I think we're getting close to needing to wrap up.
Yeah.
Any
Nina.
last words you'd like to say? Anything you'd like to plug?
You can follow me. I'm Collins. Just the voice of the name on Collins. You can follow me on Twitter at Collins Blakely, and on Instagram. I don't use it, but you can follow me at Collins_Blakely_official.
Because there's 2 of them.
Yeah, there's another Collins Blakely out there, which I hate.
He's fake. It's the fake Collins.
Because I have 2 last names. No one else should have those 2 last names as their first and last name.
It's true.
And that'll be it. Look forward to the live show
Yes, next
Yeah.
Monday.
next
and
Monday.
then
That
after
will be
that,
Monday the
hang on.
23rd. Huh? I knew that.
And then immediately following that, we're gonna do another
Post show,
podcast. We're gonna do
yeah.
post show, just where we talk about it.
Right.
In the off chance there's someone listening who wants to follow me on anything,
Don't.
you can follow me everywhere at Keefwa, Kiefua, on
Okay.
anything.
Sweet.
Keefwa.
Okay, you guys know where to follow me. I already plugged that. That is seriously, Shoefoot is my username on like everything.
That's good.
You know, it's because it's so unique. I've had that username. Like, fun fact of the day, I've had that username since I was 6, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, I've had that one for a good minute.
When I was 6, I had the stupidest usernames ever.
Was it Cameron Jackson Rules?
I think it was like I'm cool 46 or something.
Because I'm cool for 1 through 47.
yeah,
Yeah.
1 through 45 were
1
taken.
through 45. Yeah.
So yeah, just follow me on those different platforms.
Yeah, well, if you like the content, check out all the other stuff that's coming up.
Yeah, we got a few new podcasts in the pipeline.
We got a new show coming up on Thursday.
New
We're gonna
show coming up
film.
on Thursday.
It's all going to be on this channel. So
Keefer is fascinated by his pop filter.
No, I just want to reattach it to something, but if I touch anything on this desk, you can hear it.
Yeah, no, it's terrible. Anyway, guys, thanks for listening. Leave a comment and everything, and
Don't leave a comment.
like
You-
and subscribe.
So,
you know what to do.
It's
You've
a
been on
podcast.
it long enough.
peace
Check out
out,
the show
brothers.
notes.
All right, thanks, guys. We'll see you.
Bye.